Irving Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning.
From Irving School Stadium, it's the Game of the Week on ICTN. Tonight, our first chance to get a look at the MacArthur Cardinals as they play host to the Richland Rebels. And good evening again, everyone. I'm Lance Brown. So glad to have you along here. Rob Willman will join us in just a moment. We are here for Mac's final non-district game of the season, and we think this is really going to be a good football game. Both these teams right now 0-2 on the season. In the first game, each had games that, well, they probably should have won. In the second game, they both played pretty bad, to be honest with you. But we shall see what happens tonight. Both teams are going to be playing in a very cold environment. Just 2 days ago here, it's 102 degrees. Here tonight, 65 degrees, and it is chilly out there, folks, right now. The wind is blowing in from the north about 25 miles an hour, gusting maybe even more. There are some clouds, as you can maybe see in the background here, but it is not supposed to rain. So let's just see what happens there. The Cardinals, well, they opened up this year with a 2-point loss at Garland. They missed a field goal with 25 seconds left that would have won it. Last week, Mac, well, they just didn't have it. They lost to the Plano Wildcats big time. For MacArthur's Brian Basil, well, it's hard to believe, but he's now in his 9th year as a head coach. He was a Cardinal defensive coordinator a couple years before becoming the head coach at Crandall 1 year. And then he came back to Mac when David Beatty left to go coach college football. And Beatty, by the way, currently the receivers coach at Aggieland. Today's offenses in all versions of football revolve around the quarterback. And the Cardinals' fortunes this year land on the shoulders of junior Kane Harden, who so far has done pretty well. He's connected on about 60% of his passes for over 200 yards a ball game, 2 touchdowns, and more important, 0 interceptions. Another Card whose name I'll be calling a lot tonight, junior tailback Artis Henderson, who started last year as a sophomore. And so far, Artis has around 200 total yards and 4 touchdowns. Richland, well, they started off the year with a 27-21 loss at Lamar, a game it appeared the Rebs were going to win. Receiver Adrian Itoka caught a pass, was going in for a game-winning touchdown in the closing seconds, but he had the ball punched out of his hands before he crossed the goal. The Vikings recovered and the Rebs went home disappointed. Last week, well, they were pounded by Louisville. The game coach Ged Cates said they simply lost focus in. Cates is now in his 3rd year as their head coach, and so far Richland is 6-16 under his leadership. Cates was naturally taken aback when the district realignments were announced last winter. He finds himself now in a district with Trinity, South Lake Carroll, Coppell, Bell, and Heritage. I'm not challenge anyone to name a tougher football district in the state. But Cates reminded of his team of Texas A&M going into the Southeast Conference a couple years where, no one thought the Aggies would do very well. Instead, they pulled out some big victories, including a victory over Alabama in Tuscaloosa with a guy named Johnny Football at quarterback. Well, Richland has a young man named Eddie Thomas IV at quarterback. And so far, well, he's done pretty well. Perhaps not Eddie Football yet, but we shall see. Thomas is hitting on about 58% of his passes, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And by the way, he also leads the team in rushing. So that kind of sets the stage for where we are tonight. In no way is this a must-win ball game for either team. But starting off the year 0-3, that's a tough thing to come back from. So let's find out what happens next. The game of the week is coming up right here on ICTN.
And welcome back, everyone, as you take a look at the Richland Rebels making their way onto the field just a few minutes ago, and the MacArthur Cardinals. Both coming onto the field and running against the wind. It's a nice brisk breeze tonight. As you take a look at the stadium, and flip of the coin, and the Cardinals will be doing the kicking. Richland will be doing the receiving. Keys to the game for Richland: stay focused, force some turnovers, and control the football. And then for MacArthur, eliminate the mistakes, confuse Thomas, he's the quarterback, and big play early. That's what they're looking for.
I would think that you get a big play early in the ball game after what happened last week to them in Louisville, and their confidence could be really shaken up. Like,
Lance,
oh no,
here's
here
the
we go
kickoff.
again.
Yes.
All righty. Soto set to kick the ball off. Deep to receive is Atoka and Franklin.
And there's the wind already.
Yeah, they're going to have somebody hold it because this wind is really stiff coming out of the north right now. Soto's going to try it one more time off the tee, and if this doesn't work, then the officials will direct someone to hold the football. Very few people kick the ball deep anymore. We'll see if Soto does. Nope. End over end kick to the near side of the 20-yard line. It's taken by Dennison. Dennison falls down at the 25-yard line, tried to make a cut as he saw a man in front of him, and Pete Risky just wouldn't allow him to make that cut. So let's take a look right now at those Rebels. Here's the offensive line. It's Abel, Johnson, Lyons, Ramirez, and Jaden Rubio. Your skill position players tonight for the Richland Rebels will be the quarterback. Of course, we were talking about Eddie Thomas. Hicks will be the tailback. And then they're just going to flood in a bunch of people in and out. Clark, Atoka, Pendleton, and McDougal. Atoka is their big receiver. Here's the handoff to Hicks up the middle, and Hicks maybe gets 2 yards, but then he just runs into a lot of red jerseys, and one of those is number 33, Justin Rose.
Well, Lance, will be interesting to see whether the Rebels try to keep it on the ground going against the wind like that, but I understand Thomas has a really strong arm.
He did. He was throwing some really nice fade patterns into the wind in pregame, so he's got a good arm. Under center right now, the I formation. They send Herrera in motion. They hand off with a little trap play up the middle, getting 2 more yards, but not much more. And again, it's Rose in on the tackle. And it looked like Inudame also making the stop. 3rd down, 4 coming up. A flood of new players coming in with a new package. Jordan Wiley, one of them.
3rd down, 6 to go.
And here comes Aaron Dennison, comes out and splits wide to this side. On 3rd down and 6, they split from the huddle. Thomas from the gun. Runs the fake, gonna keep, turns it up, hit, and downed immediately that time by Craig Delaney, the right defensive end, who made a fine play.
That was an excellent play. He came off that defensive end there, Hodges, number 11, the junior, read it from the get-go, and the Cardinals do what they need to do, and 3 and out. Watch it again to the left of your screen. He's just reading. He's just looking at the quarterback, and
Picture perfect tackle.
Yep.
Stuck that shoulder in and drive. That's all those tackling drills you go through for months, and it's boring as heck, but it pays off. Here's an adventure. Thomas is going to punt into the wind. Not a bad punt into this wind at all. Taken at the 40-yard line, and not getting very far that time was Marcus Brown.
You know, that wasn't a bad kick. I mean, we watched him in pregame, and he could barely get it off about 10 yards, but that wasn't bad against the breeze.
No, he kicked it low, a line drive, and that's all you can really hope to do. And so let's take a look at MacArthur offensively. It's Porte, Chavez, Wyatt, Leonardo, and Blakey on the offensive line. Kane, the quarterback, and he's solo in the backfield right now. But now he brings Ward into the backfield with him, and they hand off Ward up the middle, and Ward is whacked as he picks up a yard.
Well, both of these defenses showing they can do well right up the middle. That time, number 32, Isaiah Johnson, one of the first players for the Rebels to make contact.
Second down, 10, no gain. As Kane looks it over. Looking for the quick out, fires, has his man, and out of bounds immediately goes Ryan Sanchez. Picks up about 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 5.
Nothing fancy, just a quick little out pattern, but it does give the Cardinals a little room here on 3rd down.
3rd and 6, let's make it. Ward in the backfield. He's rushed the ball 12 times for 78 yards coming into this game. Everybody getting the play, looking at their cheat sheets on their wrist. Kane, not a big guy, about 5'8", looking to throw, fires out, incomplete, way overthrown, looking for Damian Victor. And the Cards will have to punt the football away.
Man, the Rebels threw everyone but the head coach that time defensively at the quarterback. If you look, they had no one deep. Look, there's no one playing safety right here. And it's like a 3-step drop, and he had to get rid of it. Davidson, one of those linebackers for the Rebels, making contact on the QB.
Joshua Hodges to punt the football away. Bryant deep to receive. You may remember he's got that very strong wind at his back, so let's see how far he can really whack this baby. Low snap, but he gets it away. It's a low one. Punches down at the 20, goes to the 10, and it's going to go into the end zone for the touchback.
Well, he tried to keep it low, but it found the end zone anyway.
So, each team 3 and out. And let's take a look at that MacArthur defense for you. It's Delaney, Watson, Clark, Langford on the DL. At linebacker, it's Malik, Newman, and Martinez. And it's Pierre, Kincaid, Fisher, and Brown in the secondary. 1st and 10, quick out, incomplete. Intended here on the near side for Dennison, but Thomas didn't throw it all that well. Will be 2nd down and 10.
No, he really looked hurried on that pass play and really didn't have anybody barreling down on him at the moment. Thomas, the 4th. We've had the 2nds and the 3rds, but I don't think I've seen many the 4ths out there.
Either that or his last name was really Iv. 2nd down 10. Thomas hands the ball up the middle, and there's a hole finally as Hicks gets across the 25 out to the 27-yard line. So that's a 7-yard pickup. And we'll have 3rd down and 3.
Nothing really too fancy on the play. It was just a draw that he found some running room there on the left side, and Hicks kind of weaved and bobbed his way to 6 yards.
Dennison split wide this side on 3rd down. They hand the ball up the middle. Hicks, and Hicks is going to be stopped a yard shy of the 1st down. Stop made by an Edeme. 4th down and a yard.
Too soon to go for it? Too deep in your end? Yes.
I would think so.
Again, you've got your quarterback doing the punting.
So that threat is always there. Cardinals sent 2 players back, Ryan Sanchez and Marcus Brown. Thomas looks it over. He's going to kick it. It's a good one. Brown lets it go. It goes over his head. Now he picks it up on the first hop back at the 30-yard line. They're going to mark his forward progress at the 32. Again, that's a very good punt into the wind by Mr. Thomas.
And a good tackle by McDougal there at that time. Edward, number 86, McDougal. He streaked right down there, and as soon as he caught it, had him down on the turf. And again, MacArthur has the wind to their back here in the 1st quarter, but about half of it already over.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 32-yard line. They run with Ward up the middle, and he loses a yard this time.
Well, that middle is so strong for the Rebels. That time 44. Cole Burgess, 6'2", 234. You see him there, number 44, making the play.
He's a hoss. 2nd and 11. Rebels showing blitz right now. They back off. They send one man. Harden has to throw on the run, and he hits Ward for a yard. No, there's a fumble. Ward, did he catch it, though?
Well, the officials are looking like he did. But I think MacArthur got it back.
or he was ruled down, one of the two.
Well, it's past the line where he was.
Right, so it's a 2-yard pickup, and it'll bring up 3rd down, 9. Let's watch right here. The ball comes out, but the Cards get it back. 3rd down, 9. Harden fires, incomplete. A little high, intended for Hodges. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that was the first time that Harden really tried to go downfield with it. Had a guy crossing about 15 yards out, just put a little bit too much on it.
Harden held in there pretty well. They had a big rush, but the Cardinal offensive line picked it up nice. 4th down, Hodges to punt. Bryant deep to receive. Just gets the ball on a terrible punt, but it gets a good hop. Well, sometimes you get lucky in this world. This time the ball hits down to the 29-yard line where the roll stops. But he just did not hit the ball very well, Hodges, I'm speaking of.
No, it ended up being a 37-yard punt, but it didn't start out looking that good.
Well, they got the good hop, but in this wind, he should have, you think it would go a lot further.
Still looking for our first down of the ball game.
Yeah, neither offense has been particularly good so far. Eddie is listed on the program at 6'8". I don't see that, but
I'll give him 6'4".
Here's the pitch back, and here's sweeping the right side, Hicks. Hicks crosses the 30 to the 31, 32-yard line.
Pretty good spot. I thought they hit him pretty hard at the 31, but he'll get an extra yard or so.
So let's call it 3, 2nd down, 7. Coming up on the 5.5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Colton Curtis, one of the receivers, coming in the near side, along with Morgan Pendleton. Bad snap. Thomas picks it up, looking for someplace to run, and he's just going to have to eat it. A loss back to the 23-yard line.
Marcus Brown, number 5, one of the first to make contact. I'm looking, watch it again right here, and the snap just gets away from him. It almost goes to Hicks's hands instead of the quarterback's, and I'm looking up through the sky, and it appears that it's misting a little bit.
Yeah.
The rain's blowing. Fine mist.
So the weatherman said a possibility of rain. Wasn't supposed to, but I can never trust Pete Delkus anyway. 3rd down, Thomas with lots of time. Fires over the middle, complete first down. There's our first down of the night. Tackle made by Jeff Kincaid, and the reception is made by Morgan Pendleton. His 5th reception of the season.
Well, he gets plenty of time to start off with, Thomas does, and he's got a really strong arm, a good presence in the pocket. And his favorite receiver there, Pendleton, he just waited long enough for that middle to clear open. And Richland has their first down.
And that, what they say, folks, is putting the late Shay on the poor Shay. First and 10. No place to run.
You can hide, but not very long. Hicks ends up losing a couple on that play. And, the few carries, that's what, the 5th or 6th carry we've seen for Hicks tonight. As you look at number 32, T.J. King, one of the defensive ends on this team. It appears to me that if Hicks just hits the hole straight, he does a lot better than if he tries to go wide and make something happen. The pursuit catches up to him.
Second down, 13.
Not a big running back at 5'8".
Nope. Gonna get it again, but the flags are thrown, so looks like the Rebs are gonna lose 5 more.
Okay. 5-yard penalty.
The illegal procedure.
Second down.
So the penalty pushes it back 5 yards. Thomas, quick, throws, complete, but they're going to be 10 yards shy of the first down. They got the 8 yards back that they lost with that slant. It'll be third, now 7 of them back. Third down and 11 coming up.
First time that the Rebels spread out the offense like that. Had a couple of receivers on each side of the line. And Thomas very cool under pressure back there in the pocket.
Thomas with lots of time, fires long over the middle. It's alley-oop, and boy, that ball just kind of died in midair. Quack, quack, quack.
It's, you know what, it's quack, quack weather, let me tell you. Franklin was trying to make the grab, and he actually had a couple of steps on the defender, but Thomas just underthrew him. Again, he's going against the breeze, and it's a gusty breeze. I mean, every now and then it'll settle down a little bit, but when it gusts, it can make it difficult, and who knows, it's a wet football as well.
Right. Thomas to punt on fourth down. Good snap, lots of time. That's another good punt in this. Oh, and there's going to be a fumble, but the flag is thrown because he wasn't given room to get the ball.
No, he didn't have a chance to field that one.
He was hit before he ever touched the football, so.
Talk about taking one for the team.
Whoa, yes.
Ryan Sanchez, number 8, said, "Did you get the name of that truck?"
Sanchez going homina, 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 homina. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty with a personal foul marched off from the 30-yard line.
On the kicking team. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Cardinals will start off at the 45-yard line. 2:36 remaining here. First quarter of action at Irving School Stadium on a cold, windy, wet Friday night.
You hear the term a lot, football weather.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you'd think this is the middle of October, not the middle of September. First and 10, Kane hands off. Here's Ward again. Ward to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. I wonder what the deal is with Henderson. He hasn't been in the game yet. He's just carrying his helmet on the sidelines.
7 total yards, Lance, so far offensively for the Cards.
It has not exactly been an offensive juggernaut tonight. It hasn't been for either team, really. Second down, 10. Come up on the 2-minute mark here for the Cards. 16 left on the play clock. Kane trying to get his hands dry. Looking to throw, has time, has a man, but overthrows him. Looking for Webster, his leading receiver, who had caught 194 yards worth of passes this year for 2 touchdowns. Had a step on his man, but the ball was overthrown, and it will be third down.
Harden had time that time. I mean, he was waiting for that play to develop, like you said, and Webster just did a little out and go.
Third down, 10. Big blitz. Oh. Whacked. He was clotheslined by Jordan Wiley that time, the weak side linebacker, a 6'2", 200-pounder. So give Jordan Wiley a sack with this one. It'll be fourth down.
He came in practically untouched on that blitz. Watch to the right of your screen. The running back, he goes up to the line of scrimmage and doesn't stay back, and they actually had 2 guys, both Wiley and Davidson, that crashed the line on the weak side and got Harden.
Fourth down. Hodges the punt. Tell me when you've heard this one before, huh?
Yeah.
Hodges gets a little end-over-end kick. It was taken by Bryant at his own 31-yard line, coming this way. And, whoa, did he get hit after that?
Nice special team coverage.
It really was. King was one of the people downfield to make that stop. Mac hasn't done very well with the home openers over the last few years.
Yeah, losing, their last 3.
Yeah.
Timberview, the last team they won it here at home.
We play action, and this time it's Thomas who keeps for close to a first down. He'll be about a half-yard shy. Let's see where they spot the ball.
18 made the stop for MacArthur.
9-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down, 1.
First time Eddie has called his own number like that is nothing but a quarterback draw, and just trying to take advantage of the Cardinals' pursuit.
Quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Here's the pitch back. And barreling for the first down is Mr. Hicks. 2 first downs so far for the Rebs, none for the Cardinals. And that could very well be the final play of this quarter. The Rebs can just wait for the clock to move out and then have the wind at their back. That's exactly what they're going to do. So, we have ended the first quarter of action here at Irving School Stadium. There is no score. We'll be back. All right, first play of the second quarter is a run by C.J. Hicks. Goes for 13 yards to the 41-yard line and another first down.
Once again, is a quick hitter off left tackle. He had just enough to get past that first line of defense and reeled off 13 digits.
1st and 10. A little bust play right up the middle. Fullback carry to another first down to the 26-yard line. DeAndre Clark, D-Crunch, carrying the ball right up the middle that time. It's the first time they've run that little trap play up the middle. 1st and 10. Ball at the 27-yard line. Here's a pitch back. Hicks turning it upfield. And he earned every one of those 4 yards he picked up there. Gets it to the 23-yard line, where it will be 2nd down.
You notice the Rebels, well, up to this point, have picked up the pace a little bit between calls offensively. Now they've settled down a little bit, but man, those first 3 plays running the football to start the second quarter.
They're trying to keep them on their heels.
Yeah.
Risky is split out wide to the left. Here's a quarterback sneak. And this looks like a rugby scrum here, and that offensive line really moves some Cardinals around, and they get a first down to about the 13-yard line, maybe more.
Once everything's said and done, Thomas gets about 12 yards on the play.
Big kid, though.
Yeah, nothing but just a quarterback sneak with all your big guys up front. I mean, watch it again. Watch the guys in the trenches.
Yeah, I mean, they just move bodies back.
Yeah. And Thomas again, what is he, 191, 6-footer, and he just kept the legs moving.
1st and 10 from the I formation. They run a quick hitter up the middle and a touchdown. 13 yards this goes. DeAndre Clark, again, they ran that quick hitter. And so we will try the extra point. Colin Zemler will attempt it. And Zemler knocks it through, and it's 7-0.
Well, that was completely on the ground, that last drive. It started at their own 33. They ate up close to 5 minutes in the process. And watch Clark, the fullback. He gained 113 the last time he touched it, and this time he does the same, except he's rewarded with the touchdown. From the end zone, look at there. It just good line surge, and then you watch that guard. The left guard came across with a cross block on the linebacker, and that enabled Clark to go straight up the gut and score first here in the ball game.
There's just some good offensive blocking that time by the Rebels line there. They were doing some good work up front.
It was like all of a sudden a light went off in their heads or something, and they just said, we're just going to run it, and they did that last series.
It was like the Cardinals were on their heels defensively, too. They were just getting blown off the ball through many of those plays. So the Cardinals will be going into the wind here. They send Sanchez and Brown back to receive along with Webster. And we'll see if Zemler will kick short or long.
That last drive, 8 plays, 67 yards. 26 of those was from Clark on a couple of plays up the middle.
Zelmer looks it over there, telling his teammates what he's going to do and where he's going to try to kick it. They did a quick run up there. Cardinals used to do that run up all the time. Don't do it anymore. 10 on the play clock. He boots it long. It's going to be taken. Oh, and a fumble by Sanchez at the 2-yard line. Picks it up at the 5. And gets it out to the 10-yard line. It has not been a good first half for Max.
Well, Sanchez lost the handle on it. A lot of times you'll see a lot of players, the guys coming down to cover will relax, and, you end up getting a pretty good return. But the Rebels played containment, and he didn't have a lot of places to go, and they end up getting the ball at their own 10 to start offensively. And they haven't shown us anything. Total yards, they're about, believe it or not, 0 if you count the one time the quarterback was sacked, and they're still looking for their first down.
Here comes the blitz, and oh, dear me. Dear Henderson. Artis Henderson comes into the ballgame here in the second quarter and gets absolutely drilled.
Welcome to the game. Man.
Wow, he just got hit so hard there.
It's almost like the Rebels know what they're calling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There just seem to be, they are getting in the backfield awfully quick tonight.
Kane to throw on second down, out, complete to Sanchez, and Sanchez out of bounds at about the 8-yard line, so they get 2 yards back. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Well, maybe that'll.
Or 11, excuse me, my bad.
Maybe Harden will relax a little bit, gets that completion for some positive yards, but he doesn't have a lot of time back there in the pocket.
Hodges wide this side. Kane fires again, the short one overthrown, intended for Webster. He's not getting time to throw long. This time they tried to set up the screen on the right side, and tell me when you've heard this before, Hodges is back to punt.
This time against the wind.
Yeah. Nobody is back deep to receive the punt. And there's the reason why. Cardinals got it down it right there. They do at the 21-yard line.
You have a penalty flag down late.
Yeah, so that's about a 12-yard punt. The Cardinals, if it's against the Rebels, would want to punt it again.
Well, it's holding. That's an automatic first. If it was before
possession.
If it was post possession, then they just mark it back.
So the ball will be placed on the 30-yard line, but Haltom will have the ball in wonderful field position. Or Richland, I'm sorry. Sure, the Cardinals wish they could play Haltom. But unfortunately, Richland's here, and they're playing a lot better than Haltom did last night here.
The 30-yard line, first and 10.
The only thing that Richland has done wrong in the first half is they've committed 3 penalties. Otherwise, they've been putting something together, at least that last drive.
Sent Herrera in motion. Here's the pitch back. Hicks, student body left, trying to turn the corner, and the Cardinals limit him. Kirksey comes up to make the stop after about a 3-yard pickup. We'll have 2nd down and 7 coming your way.
Again, Rebels trying to make something happen on the corners. But the third time we've seen Hicks try to go around the end and end up with just a couple of yards.
2nd down play. Herrera in motion. Hicks on a little counter play up the middle, and again there's that fullback run, Clark. And Clark bangs it up the middle for a 1st down. Across the 20 to near the 19-yard line. Move those chains, folks. The Rebels are on the move.
Well, I think they found something. I guess, you know, I question why they try to use Hicks around the corner because it hasn't worked. Well, it pretty much opens up the middle for Clark
right
every time they give it to him.
Was that the 3rd run they've had, the big one like that?
Yep.
Pitch back Hicks, student body left.
And there's going to be a late hit against the Cardinals.
Yeah. So just compounding their problems is a penalty right here that'll give them another automatic 1st down, the Rebels I'm talking about, and that will put the ball at about the 7-yard line.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Defense. Half the distance.
Hicks was a couple
Automatic
of steps
1st down.
out of bounds, and someone came over and gave him a nudge, and right, see, he's already out of bounds, and I don't know, it didn't seem quite as bad on the replay as it did when I noticed it from up here. Newman, number 23, going to be charged with that penalty.
1st down, goal to go. Ball is at the 7-yard line as we're under 8 minutes here in the 2nd quarter. From the I formation, here's a flag coming out, and the Rebels are going to have to walk 5 yards deeper than
False start. Offense.
Freeman, number
86.
27 on the right side.
5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Again, 4th penalty now for Richland.
Delaney comes back into the ball game along with Haygood. Haygood is what they call the bandit.
Where's Smokey?
Well, he's being chased by the bear. Jackie Gleason's still out there trying to get him. Here's Thomas on that quarterback sneak, but this time the Cardinals are all over.
Yeah, well done. They clogged up the middle. Didn't give Thomas much room to operate like he did before.
I tried one of those rugby deals there, and this time the Cardinals were up to it.
You know, they need to hold the Rebels to at least a field goal. I know D coordinators would love to see a turnover here as well.
Surprisingly, with all this rain and a wet ball, we have not had a turnover yet. Hicks up the middle, pounds his way to the 1-yard line. 3rd down, goal to go. Inches away from pay dirt.
Man, just moving those legs. He went about 7 yards before someone touched him. Watch, right? He goes right past one of the linebackers, and then he's finally dragged down at the 1.
There's Thomas on the quarterback sneak, touchdown. Tell you what, that offensive line for the Rebels is doing a good job right now. They are dominating the Cardinals defensively. It's Thomas's third touchdown of the season. Flag is down. Let's see what that's about.
Offsides against MacArthur, I believe.
So declined and tacked on to the kickoff. As Colin Zemler
Defense.
knocks through his 8th extra point of the season.
It was a short drive, if you recall, that started at the MacArthur 30 after the short punt. And even with the holding call, Richland started at the 30, a 7-play drive, 30 yards in all, and Thomas caps it off with that 1-yard quarterback sneak.
Penalty decline. Extra point is good.
So the extra point is good. Watch this touchdown run one more time, and that's just mano a mano there. I can beat you.
Watch the left tackle or the right tackle that
Yeah.
time. He kind of pulled and went behind the quarterback and to push him over. I don't think I've seen him do that before.
Tell you what, that left tackle that time, Cason Clark, moved some people too. Along with Jaden Rubio.
Yeah, Rubio, 6'1", 256. They've got a couple of 300-pounders on this team. They haven't missed a meal, have they?
Well, they have. Sanchez and Brown go back to receive Zomer's kick. Cardinals offensively have not been able to get much going, to say the very least. Interesting kickoff alignment here. As Zelmer hits the ball down to the goal line. Sanchez to the 10. Sanchez to the oh, man. His ancestors are going to feel that one. Oh, dear. Sanchez was really whacked that time.
Freeman, number 27, comes free, and goodness for Sanchez, he held on to the football. Takes this at the goal line and makes a little move to his right, and right about here, look out. Oh, it's a head-on collision.
Football is a contact sport, and it certainly was there. All right, let's see what the Cardinals try here. Kane going to keep it himself. Oh, we got a different quarterback in there. That's Tony McDonald in at quarterback. And McDonald picks up about a yard. So Brian Basil trying a little change of pace, hoping that a new quarterback might be able to change their fortunes, because Cardinals were just not able to get anything going with Harden.
I think because of all that quarterback pressure, they're hoping that McDonald might be a little quicker and get out of the way.
2nd down, 9. A little quick out here to the near side. It's incomplete. Intended for Victor. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9. Wasn't a particularly good, pretty pass, was it?
No, it didn't come out very well. Again, you don't know, was the ball wet, slick? He just came off the bench, did he, get the chance to warm up?
Now, one of the things my old high school football coach used to do is he would have the quarterbacks practice with a wet ball in practice. He would soak it in water and they'd have to throw it.
Not only was it slick, but awfully heavy.
Yeah, it was that. Quick out, and there, folks, could be your first down of the ball game. On the receiving end was Hodges, and Hodges gets the reception to the 29-yard line, and that is MacArthur's first down of the night.
Comes with just under 6 minutes to go before the half. But, sorry, I said, but maybe that'll give them something going here.
McDonald looking it over on 1st down, runs the option. Had to pick it up after he dropped it. And Jonathan Okilo made the stop. That is a loss of about 7 yards. That'll make it 6-yard loss. 2nd down, 16. Kane comes back in at quarterback now. Kane Harden. Fires to the near side. They set that inside screen, and running for dear life is Sanchez, and Sanchez Has a nice gainer across the 35. Then they're going to mark him down on the 35. It'll bring him 3rd down, 4.
Nice little play, like a quick screen.
Here comes the blitz, and Harden is dumped for a loss. Coming in again is Okilo.
Well, the Cardinals tried to strike quickly.
And instead, Okello did. 4th down, 9.
Coach Basil there.
Well, there's nothing to contemplate. You got to punt the football here.
Right. He's just probably trying to think what to do offensively to open the game up a little bit.
Hodges to punt again. Oh, there's another not very good punt. And it takes a MacArthur hop, and they get 4 extra yards out of it. But
I think they may say
they're going to down it there at the 40. Okay, well. So that was about a 10-yard punt?
Yeah, he's had a couple of those tonight, unfortunately, for MacArthur.
Yeah, so great field position here with 4:18 remaining, 3rd quarter. Richland up by 2 touchdowns. Series has been mostly Mac in recent times. They've won 3 of the last 5 ball games. They lead overall in the 12 games they played. Couple of ties. Thomas hands. Oh, look at that line. Oh, my goodness, and a run here by Hicks. Hicks just kind of running freely, finally gets knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
25-yard run that time by Hicks. He now has 77 yards here in the first half.
Boy, the offensive line, I mean, Rob, they're just mowing the Cardinals down.
They are. The scheme is working well. The guys, not only are they big, they're quick on the line.
Quick up to the line that time. They pitch back Hicks, and Hicks is stopped after about a 2-yard pickup.
Marcus Brown, number 5.
Marcus Brown making the stop along with Justin Rose. It'll be 2nd down, 9.
14th time that C.J. Hicks has touched the football here in the first half.
Colton Curtis coming into the ball game. They send Pendleton wide to the near side. From the gun with 5 seconds left. Thomas hit dump back at the 20-yard line.
Nicely done that time by T.J. King. He read it, waited on the quarterback, dropped him for about a 6-yard loss.
And it was just a question of whether it's going to be him or Delaney who gets him. 3rd down now. 15 yards to go. Cardinals need a stop here. Although, let's face it, right now it's 4-down territory. I don't think Zilmer's leg is up to it here from this distance. They run will play up the middle, and Hicks is tripped up. Otherwise, he's going to the races. Good stop made that time by Rose.
Yep, Justin was able just to grab him around the ankles, or that could have been a touchdown. And they may go for the field goal.
It looks like they are.
Watch it again, right up the middle, and he just squeaks out, and Rose is just there at the 15-yard line.
They're going to put the ball at the 21-yard line, so a 31-yard try coming up for Zellmer. Curtis will hold.
Don't forget the wind is at his back.
The ball is on the left hash mark.
Which is good. I watched him in pregame, and his ball has a tendency of going and slicing to the right.
Now there's going to be a timeout taken. As
the
Rebels want to, well, that's a good thing. I mean, you use them or lose them. You can't save them. So, make sure you feel comfortable about what you're doing and how you're setting it up.
Next week on ICTN, we have a little volleyball for you.
Yeah.
Nimitz and Irving, the Lady Tigers against the Lady Vikings. We'll be at the campus of Irving High School. You take a look at your replay times on ICTN.
Why are we doing this during the football season? Because all of the Irving teams are off next week.
And it is volleyball season during football season. So why not?
Exactly.
We had the Lady Cards earlier in the year, right before the football season started, so it only fair to get the other two Irving schools in.
Sounds good to me.
That'll be next week on ICTN. I was looking at the standings coming in, and R.L. Turner off to a great start. Granted, they haven't played anybody, but
hey, they lost those games in the past.
Yeah.
They lost to nobodies in the past. There's a reason R.L. Turner is a homecoming opponent for all three Irving schools this year. 20-yard field goal, a 30-yard field goal try is up, and it is good.
Well, they only used up about 2 minutes and 14 seconds, 4 plays and a 30-yard field goal. And Richland has padded that lead to 17-0.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what MacArthur does in the second half, what kind of adjustments they may try to make. Because clearly what's been happening has not been very good offensively. Defensively, they've had their moments, but that offensive line of the Rebels has been just kind of knocking them back.
Reminds me a little bit of Trinity football, where they put those big boys on the offensive line and just grind it out.
And they get those big kids named Maha Maha Mala up there, and they just blow you off the ball.
I don't think the rain has stopped. Still blowing, kind of a light mist.
Yep.
Blowing from left to right on your screen. And
not fun for the fans.
Hopefully MacArthur can get a good run back here and get decent field position to start this series.
Sanchez goes back to receive. And Sanchez is just going to let it go out of the end zone for the touchback. So much for the run back. 20-yard line is where the Cards will take over. Well, this is one of these 25-yard deals here. Okay. Because it went through the end zone.
So that was probably the wise move right there.
Yep. Webster goes wide to the right side as you look at Mr. Harden. Looks it over there. Empty backfield. He rolls this side. Is swung down for a big loss on that play. Isaiah Johnson, the nose guard, came through without anybody touching him.
He doesn't have a chance. He just doesn't have a chance. Watch, he gets pulled down right there, like you said, by number 32, Johnson.
Harden's going, isn't someone supposed to block him? Second down, 15. Harden wants to throw. Harden fires over the middle, has a man, it's caught. Big play. Victor catches the ball to the 44-yard line, far and away the Cardinals' best play of the night.
32-yard pickup right down the middle, and a nice play.
Boy, that is accurate passing that time. Good job by Harden to hang in there. 1st and 10, Harden runs that play with the same results. This time it's Okello making the stop. And the Cardinals are going to call a timeout here. That's the second time they've run that on this series, and it didn't work the first time very good, and it didn't work any better this time.
On the big play, I watched the Richland defense, and they pulled back a couple of guys, and they had 2 guys deep safeties, and they didn't rush as many. On all the other plays, if you look, there's not anyone deep. There's not a safety. They bring the guys right up to the line of scrimmage, and they don't give Harden much time to throw the football. I don't know if we have an end zone shot again of that one long play, Scott. I know it's a couple of plays back, but you can tell, you can see there wasn't anyone deep on that particular play. Or there wasn't as many people rushing, and that's why they were able to get that out that time. Watch again. We're going to watch the big play and just wait. See, you see nobody deep. He's got a one-on-one coverage and got a corner trying to block
here we
him.
go back to live action as they throw the inside screen to Hodges, and Hodges catches it for a 2-yard pickup. Clock is moving. Cardinals want them to spike the ball. The coaches are yelling them, spike the ball. Let's get this moving here. They're eating up a lot of time. And the Cardinals are going to be called for, man, that was just ugly looking.
They're going to talk this over because Isaiah Johnson, a nose tackle, flinched, and I thought he hit the center. I wouldn't be surprised.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Okay, defensive offsides.
3rd down.
Yeah, Isaiah Johnson, the nose guard, or the nose tackle, however you want to call him, he flinched and hit the center.
So we'll have 3rd down and 4 yards to go. But more important, the clock is still moving. I thought it stopped with a penalty. Harden comes back to the weak side screen. Here's the pass over the middle. It is caught. The first down will stop the clock, but there's only 18 seconds left. Victor was on the receiving end of that pass.
Maybe they're onto something now. Maybe they can build upon this in the second half, using the quick hitters to the wide receivers and using their speed. I know the Cardinals have some speedy guys on the wideouts, and maybe they can take advantage of that. If Richland, if they put their guys up front to rush, if they put more than 5 or they put 6 guys in the box, then Harden just doesn't have time to throw the football. But if they play back, then he can go a little deeper. Otherwise, he just needs to throw the quick outs. Look at the last play again. Just nothing but a nice little crossing pattern. And Victor, keep his balance. He might have got a few more yards out of that.
Another first down, but there's only 18 seconds left, and they're 32 yards away from Pater. First and 10. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. Harden gets away, fires long, end zone. They got one-on-one coverage. Incomplete. I think a lot of folks were hoping there was going to be a penalty flag thrown on Donovan Franklin, the cornerback. It was just one-on-one that time.
Boy, Webster almost came up with a fabulous catch. He had the bead on it. The DB didn't know where the football was at, and Webster tried to go backwards looking. First of all,
but Harden could have picked up another 25 yards.
He's got a good arm. Well, see, the DB had no idea where it was at, and Webster turned around and almost come up with it.
Second down, 10, 11 seconds left. Again, that little screen pass, and this time they're all over it. They got to call an immediate timeout, and they do, the Cardinals. That's the 3rd time in a row they've run that little comeback screen to Victor.
Yeah, but the DBs, Okello, I think he was one of the first there defensively, and Hill, they sniffed that one out.
Well, we've seen this, okay.
We know what to do now. Well, you got 5 seconds to go. You're against the wind, so it pretty much rules out a kick.
Oh, field goal, no. There's not a chance.
So you're just going to have to shoot for the end zone on this one. Cardinals could use a break. But I'm impressed. Harden's got a good arm.
He does.
When given the opportunity, the guy can chunk it.
So here, you just got to go for the end zone here, I think. And hope you get a touchdown or a penalty.
Yep. I don't see him stacking one side or the other with more than a couple of receivers. So you got one-on-one at the top.
Harden, big rush, gets away, looks, fires long, incomplete, and that'll do it, folks. Intended for Victor. And so we will head to the locker rooms with your score. The Rebels leading the Cardinals by a score of 17-0. We'll be back with halftime right after this.
It is halftime with the Richland Rebels leading MacArthur by a score of 17-0. Let's go down to the field now for your halftime entertainment.
Social Officer Taylor Flores, Social Officer Jasmine Gonzalez, Social Officer Massey, and President Bridget Durham. The 2014-2015 Cadet Sergeants are Sergeant Darlene Gutierrez and Sergeant Amy Sanchez. The 2014-2015 Cadet Dance Officers are Lieutenant Kiana Kalat, Lieutenant Kendall Clemens, Lieutenant Quadria Freeman, Lieutenant Kennedy Carter, Lieutenant Ashley Featherston, Lieutenant Chrissy Jarvis, First Lieutenant Lily Tanner, and Captain Annette Venegas. Cadet Smiles of the Week are Kimberly Collins and Morgan Fortenberry. Cadet Rookies of the Week are Destiny Blanco and Estefany Sura. Cadet Spirit Girls of the Week are Paige Haynes and De'Ara Simmons. Cadets of the Week are Aleli Cruz and Reese LeClaire. Cadet Teachers of the Week are Miss Cynthia Garcia, Coach Trent Nickerson, and Mr. Chad Smith. The cadets are under the direction of Mrs. Stephanie Garrick, assisted by Miss Caitlin Lantroop. Tonight, the cadets are performing a military routine to Land of 1,000 Dances. The cadets would like to wish the Cardinal Band luck this season and thank them for always making our halftime performances sound amazing.
The Mighty Cardinal Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Aaron Anderson, Isaiah Vernon, and Joseph Trujillo. Band president is Eduardo Almendares and vice president Nia Chanel Brock. Put your hands together as the Mighty Cardinal Band brings to you some of their favorite hits.
Give me an A. Give me a C. Go MacArthur.
Junior tuba section leader, Kevin Taffran.
The band section of the week is the Saxons of O'Reilly. Marchers of the week.
Gamez and Amy Burton. Rookie Marchers of the Week, Chris Leosagueda and Colin Elmore. Drumline members of the week are Joe Parks and Tyler Rouse. The color guard member of the week is Crystal Zamora. And the leaders of the week are Danny Cordone and Anna Ordonez. MacArthur band directors are Darren Duff, Liz Shine, and Josh Jennings. The color guard is under the direction of Miss Andrea Howard with assistance from Piper Jones. Thank you and have a great evening.
Well, the MacArthur Band drill team, real troopers out there tonight in the rain. Had the rain gear on and did their halftime performance anyway. Job well done, gang. It is halftime. Richland on top 17-0. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights, and it was pretty much all Richland. And they started things up. They did not throw the ball a lot, but when they did, they made it count. Opened things up right here, Thomas. And then they came back and they just started running the football right up the middle. 8 plays, 67 yards. DeAndre Clark there with the touchdown, and then Thomas, next drive, 7 plays, 30 yards. It was 14-0 Richland at the time. 17-0 before MacArthur started to show a little life offensively. This is right toward the end of the second quarter. Harden there over to Victor. He hit him 3 times, but they still weren't able to score in the first half, but hopefully it's something they can build upon. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first half statistics. And it goes all the way from first downs to passing yards. And Richland was 7 first downs and not a lot passing, but it was the rushing. That's the bottom line. And MacArthur, look, -27. Richland had 128, no turnovers. And then you see the penalties there. Richland, they had one thing going against them that was bad, the fact they just had too many not turnovers, but penalties in the first half. So there you have it. We've got 2 more quarters of football yet to be played. Let's see what happens, starting with the third quarter. We'll have that for you in a moment. Stay with us. All right, just a few moments away from the kickoff here to start things off in the third quarter. MacArthur still looking for the first points of the ball game. And as the Rebels come out, they'll be doing the kicking, and they'll have the wind to their back, and the Cardinals will have to go against the wind. But real important. It's important for this team, I think, to get some points. I mean, it's not going to kill them if they don't score right off the bat, but they've got to move the football, and they've got to show some life and show some spark, I think, offensively, Lance, that we saw there toward the end of the first half.
They hit that one big, long play, and that really got them down the field finally. The key is just getting time for Harden to throw the football. Zellmer will tee it up at the 40, and he will kick it to either Brown or Sanchez. He's been mostly kicking it to Sanchez, who is lined up on the right side here. Again, they get on that formation where the people can get a running start there, and they kick it down, goes out of bounds, and the Cardinals will get the ball in good field position.
Well, that's probably, except for, returning it all the way, probably a good place for MacArthur to start offensively.
Exactly. So the Cardinals will get the ball on their own 30-yard line here to start the second half of action.
Kick off out of bounds. The kicking team. Ball placed at the 30-yard line. First down.
And so the Cardinals will get the ball offensively here. Harden is the quarterback. They had McDonald in for a few plays, but brought Harden back in real quick. Put a man, Victor, into the slot. They hand the ball. Wow, Henderson hit and immediately dumped. Henderson fell forward for a yard, but a good defensive play was made that time by Hayden Davidson. They call his position Blood.
Blood?
Yeah, they have two nicknames, and one of them is the Blood there.
Well, he might have drawn blood after that tackle.
Yeah, well, that was a good one. 1 yard pickup for Henderson. Second down, 9. Harden wants to throw, does, fires out, has his man, is complete to Victor. Victor will be about 2 yards shy of the first down as he gets to the 38. Make it 3 yards shy, 4 yards shy. They said he went out of bounds at the 36. So third down and 4 coming up for Big Red.
Quick down and out. Harden hitting his favorite receiver in this game.
Victor in the slot to the top of your screen. They throw and a flag is down. That's going to cost the Cardinals 5. Henderson had that look on his face like, oh, man.
Yeah, and so did the coaching staff.
Ball start, offense. 5 yard penalty. Your third down.
Well, the Cardinals this lined up poorly. So now we're back to 3rd and 9.
Man, that hurts. They had a good call.
They did, and that's why Henderson was so disappointed with that, because he saw he was going to get a first down. 3rd down and 9. Harden puts Victor into the slot to the near side. They roll to the right. He's got time, he fires, but it was just like a 3 yard pass.
Yeah, tried to hit Sanchez in the flats. I noticed on that last play defensively for Richland, they decided to drop back the safeties, and they were double teaming Victor that time here on the near side. So nowhere for Harden to go but to the short side of the field.
And Webster was well covered long, so it'll bring up 4th down.
Got Haygood in there punting now for MacArthur, number 25.
They've decided to make a change in the punting. Good snap. Well, not a great punt. Ball is muffed, but holding on to it was Ladero Bryant. So that was a break that time for the Rebs, who will get the ball here to start the second half on their on their own 47-yard line. Good field position.
Well, let's see if they pick up where they left off, and just a steady dose of Hicks, and then every now and then they'll pepper in a a little Clark, and he's the one that seems to be doing a lot of the damage too.
Thomas will keep himself. This time it is Hicks to start things off. Hicks trips over the 50-yard line.
He now has 88 yards in the ball game.
Pickup of 3, 2nd down, 7. Rebels with a 17-0 lead. I'm Lance Brown, Rob Willman alongside. Glad to have you. Last non-district ball game of the year for the Cardinals. They punch the ball up the middle, and Hicks falls forward, but does not get very far.
Now give Newman credit there for grabbing his ankle and not letting go.
Now Newman comes out of the ball game on 3rd and 5. You watch this again.
This looks like just a draw or just a basic handoff right up the middle, and Newman grabbed him, made the put down.
3rd down play. Again, here's Hicks. There's a 1st down as he breaks tackles. He gets to the 35-yard line and a 1st down.
Shifty little guy, isn't he?
Yeah, and it was poor tackling, really.
Right? I mean, they make the blocks where they count. He broke 1 tackle at the 40-yard line of Irving, MacArthur, and he got another 5 after that.
1st and 10, Thomas hands off Hicks, bounces outside after the inside's closed, and Hicks picks up a hard yard, but a flag is down right on the 34-yard line. A hold is going to be called, and the Cardinals are going to take it. So it'll be 1st and 19 to start things off.
Number 70. 10-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
Holding call against Rafael Ramirez, the 6'3", 270-pound junior offensive lineman for the Rebels. Remember back in the day, anybody over 200 pounds in high school, that was big.
Oh, yeah. I think we had, my sophomore year, we had the state championship team, and our offensive line was maybe, I don't know, 170 pounds.
Yeah.
Tackle to tackle. The running play up the middle carries 2.
No surprise as it's Hicks once again.
Boy, Hicks is really a workhorse here. Came into this ball game with 23 carries in the first 2 ball games, and he's going to wind up with well over 23 tonight by himself. He's going to double that tonight. 2nd down play, 2nd down and 17. Little near side screen and catch it, but falling down immediately is Clark. 2nd reception of the year.
Oh, they're going to make fun of him in the tape room.
Yeah. It wasn't a well-thrown ball. He turned him around. But in the film room, they like to make fun of you. Play action. Long throw over the middle, incomplete. That was the first intended pass for Adrian Itoka tonight. He was their leading receiver coming into the ball game. That was incomplete, so we'll bring up 4th down. The time was just a little post pattern. The ball was slightly overthrown. 4th down. Sanchez goes back deep to receive along with Brown.
Well, thanks to the penalty, the Cardinals stopped the Rebels, and hopefully will hold on to the ball here on the punt and try to get things going offensively.
Thomas will punt. Going to roll out, going to throw or punt. He's going to kick it. Oh, that's a good punt. Whoa. Where are they going to spot that ball? On the Ocho. Oh, man, that's a great kick by Thomas.
And then when the game's over, he's going to drive the school bus home. Well, good news is MacArthur gets the ball back. The bad news is it's going to be on their own 8-yard line. He did kind of that rugby-style move where he just rolled out to his right, and you have to keep an eye on him since he is a quarterback, whether or not he's going to
run it through.
Yeah.
He's a heck of an athlete. There's no question about that. Cardinals offensively, except for a couple of plays, have just not been able to do very much here tonight. They send Victor in motion on first down. Harden hands off, and here's Henderson, his best run of the night, as he crosses the 15 out to the 17-yard line. He'll be a yard shy of the first down. A 9-yard pickup for Artis. Came into this ball game averaging 4.5 yards a carry.
Watch there to the left. He's had a lot of real estate to move. Colby Blakely, the offensive lineman, pulling that time from the right.
2nd and 1.
Oh,
Here's Henderson, and he could go. No one's going to catch Artis Henderson. This one is going to go 83 yards for a score. Just don't spike the ball in the 1. Henderson. That's the play the Cardinals have been waiting for, and that's the kind of play that Henderson can make.
that'll get you back in the ball game. Boy, the right call at the right time. Thought they were going to throw it. And Henderson takes it to the house.
Jose Soto to add the extra point. Soto punches it through, and suddenly the Cardinals trail by 10.
Well, that's just what they needed. They had a guy in motion, but they go to the right, and no one touches him. No one touches him. They caught the Rebels in a stunt, and that outside came right toward the middle. Watch, you see everybody went right toward the middle. They went to that guy that was going in motion, and they did not think that Henderson was going to take it off right tackle, and he wasn't touched.
No, Wiley wasn't going to catch him, and as a result, Cardinals cheerleaders got to do some push-ups.
Well, it takes them until the 7.5 minute mark of the third quarter to do so, but they're back in it.
Always wondered how those people for South Lake Carroll did it when they were scoring 70 points a night, man. Those kids must have had guns really by the end of the year, some big ones, right?
They were in great shape.
They were in great, could do some push-ups.
Well, they started just doing push-ups off their knees, doing the halfway push-ups, one or the other. You notice Todd Dodge's new team came to South Lake in week 1, and MacArthur. South Lake ended up winning. They had to come back there toward the end, but Todd Dodge now at Westlake, Austin Westlake.
He was a very successful coach at South Lake.
Yeah, he caught him at the right time on the way up.
Yeah. Went to North Texas as a head coach, and it just didn't work out for him. So now he's back in high school. Soto's kick. Bobbled, picked up, run up the, oh, look at this hole. What a return. We could hit this, go all the way. Atoka does take it all the way. Oh, right back at you. Ouch. How about that? Well, that took 14 seconds to change things around, didn't it? And people ask, why don't they kick long anymore?
Yeah.
Now you know.
Oh, Coach Basil's like, oh, wake me up when this is over.
All right, so Zellmer to add the extra point.
Blocked.
And it's blocked. Cardinals can run it back for 2, but they won't. Now there's some pushing and shoving, and fortunately no punches are thrown, so it's 23-7. Well, the Cardinals picked up 1 point on that exchange.
That's not a good exchange rate.
No, not if you're trailing. Let's watch it one more time.
Right about, well, it's
call
about
it the 15-yard line.
Yeah, about an 85-yard run. You watch it just straight up the middle. 1, 2. Well, the kicker. You can't count the kicker. 3 guys, if you do count the kicker, had a shot at him. But
yeah, well, Pierre didn't get him either, so.
85-yard kickoff return. Caught it on the run and in the middle. You know, as a kickoff returner, you look for those lanes, those gaps, and Itoka found it right up the pipe. And what momentum the Cardinals had built
Boy, that
on that
sucked
running
the
play.
life out of that.
Yeah, just, oh.
And let's see the blocked extra point here.
Watch to the right of your screen.
That was Marcus Brown.
Yep, coming across.
Zelmer has kind of a hitch as he approaches the ball. All right, so Sanchez and Brown go back deep to receive, and this time they flip sides so that Brown is on the right side and Sanchez on the left side on the return.
But did Richland, did they bring the tee a little closer to this hash mark, though?
They did. Zelmer's usually been kicking it from the left side. And this time they kick it to Sanchez again. They don't want Brown to pick it up. Sanchez picks it up at the 12. And just a lot of white jerseys there to make sure he doesn't get any further.
Well, it's a game of emotions, and those emotions are being tested right now for MacArthur.
Darryl Bryant making the stop on the bomb squad there. So, Cardinals are back to the drawing board, virtually where they were just about 40 seconds ago. They trail by 16 instead of 17 points, however. Victor in motion. They hand off. Here's Henderson again to the 20. And he's brought down from behind.
Interesting. Hayden Davidson, number 13, said he had pulled him down.
I thought he had.
And Henderson wisely said, my knee never touched.
Yeah.
If you rolled on
he
top
just
of the
rolled
defender,
on top of someone else.
Yeah, you just keep going. Watch right there. So keep your hand right. The knees, nope, knees didn't touch. First down.
And Henderson was just smart enough to keep on trucking. So that's a first down to the 33-yard line. And here's Henderson again. Picks up 2. Bring up second down, 8. Okilo making the stop. Get second down, 7. Give him 3. This time they split everybody out. Kane puts Victor in motion. Bobbles the football, but Victor picks it up and is going to make lemonade out of lemons there. He picks up 7 yards, and it's going to be third down and 1. Whoa, what a break for the Cardinals on the bounce here.
Yeah, you hear about friendly bounces all the time. Well, that's one of them here. Thank you.
Maybe they actually do that in practice.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the ball can bounce at all being wet out there.
Third down and 1 yard to go. At this portion of the ball game, I got to suspect the Cardinals would be 2-down territory anyway. Henderson's going to try to turn the corner, and he's going to get the first down.
Nice effort.
Henderson.
Hayden Davidson would love to have a chance at making the tackle again. He lost him right there, tried to grab him by the jersey, and you're not going to bring Henderson down that way.
Hosea Johnson making the stop, the nose guard. First and 10, MacArthur. Harden hands off Henderson. Henderson fights for yards. There's going to be a personal foul. A late hit's going to be called on Harden, meaning somebody hit Harden, but Henderson is down and getting up not so well.
Defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Henderson's kind of woozy there, his head kind of shaking. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty tacked onto that. for the personal foul. As Harden just got whacked.
Yeah, Okello, number 23, the linebacker, who's been in quite a few plays tonight for the Rebels, really hit him square there.
Harden in, or Ward in now at tailback, replacing Henderson. Here's Victor in motion. Kane looking, has time, has a man wide open. It's caught. It's going to go for a touchdown. Joshua Hodges. That's 41 yards for the score.
Boy, nice job by Hodges that time. A little hitch and go. And a nice job by Harden putting it right on the money. Didn't take a lot of time in that series either, about 2 minutes.
Soto to add the extra point. And Soto knocks it through. Cardinals trail by 9.
Watch it again. The first thing is Harden, 2-3 step back very quick. But Hodges, man, he burned his man really quickly.
Yeah.
Ikota that time didn't see it coming, and Harden, number one, he just didn't hold on to the ball a long time, and that was key.
Kyle Itoka, who's the brother of Adrian, who just scored the touchdown, was the young man who was burned there. And there's a happy young man. Probably keep this play. What do you think? I think so too.
Well,
so Hodges gets his first touchdown of the year.
And now you've cut it to 9 points, and more importantly, you answer the call, you answer the bell, and it seemed like we were just talking about this a few minutes ago defensively for MacArthur. Is
now what are they going to do with the kick?
You know, we still have another quarter to go, so I don't think they'll kick it as far. I think they'll go back to how they used to do it when they would pooch it to about the 30. What do you think?
Yeah, either that or just try to
squib it
or something like that. After Adrian Itoka ran it back 85 yards the last time, do you chance it again?
No.
Now Soto's trying to play with that tee and get it the way he wants it to hold the football, the position that he wants it. And he's going to say, hey, can you hold it here for me? Yeah, okay. Hey, man, just don't kick my finger, okay?
Well, I've had a quarter for every time I told somebody that growing up as a kid.
Didn't we all? There's one of those kick to the sides. And falling forward. And a late flag comes out.
It was away from the play. It was about 10 yards away, where a group of Cardinals and Rebels kind of got tangled up, blocking and jostling a little bit. Wait for the call.
After the play was over, personal foul, kicking team, number 25, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Okay, well, that's not good. That was on Marcus Haygood.
That last drive for MacArthur, 6 plays, 85 yards, 40 of that from that gentleman right there, Mr. Hodges.
Well, put the ball in MacArthur territory at the 49-yard line is where they will start things here. They run up the middle with the fullback. Clark picks up 4 yards.
Well, they contained him.
They did that time. And Clark makes the stop. Carl Clark.
You know, that last touchdown by Irving, MacArthur, not only did it get them within 9 points of this ball game, but it also more or less just kind of answered the call to them giving up that long touchdown and what could have taken a lot of momentum away from them.
They pitch back. Here's Hicks. And Hicks hit from behind. Marcus Brown coming up from the safety position. Drops him for a loss.
Watch again. Watch number 15, I believe, is also Delaney. Look at the.
Well, that was Delaney, not Brown.
Yeah,
my bad.
The long jump right there. He just kind of leaped at him and grabbed him around the ankles. Well done. Sets up a big third down and long now.
Delaney's made some nice plays here tonight. Third down, 7 yards to go. Under 3.5 remaining in the third. Thomas throws incomplete. Intended for Atoka, and he was whacked by Newman.
Newman lit him up, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Fourth down, and the Rebs are going to have to punt the football. Well, so far here in the second half, Rob, they have not been able to run the football like they were in the first half. Of course, it took them a couple of drives to be able to get there, too.
Right.
Thomas to punt the football away. Cardinals only have one man back. Thomas just pooches it to the side. The ball is going to be down at the 24-yard line.
While we got a break here, let's go ahead and take a look at the district and the Dallas Morning News 9-6-8 predictions. This is how they predict things that will end up once everything's said and done. Skyline, Jesuit, Nimitz, MacArthur, Irving, W.T. White, Turner, and Sunset.
You may have to rewrite that with Turner. They're about to go 3-0. They won their first 2 ball games, each scoring 61 points in the first 2 ball games. And they are leading here tonight at the halftime, 41-0 over Conrad.
Right. We don't know if it's just who are they playing tonight.
And that could be, but the very fact is it's the last time I venture to say Turner started 3-0, if they ever have. Probably Nixon was president or something.
Yeah, back when there was only one high school in the city. Or maybe Todd Dodge was there. Speaking of Todd, he started out at R.L. Turner.
That he did. 1st and 15. So the Lions are playing some good football right now. 1st and 15. Here's Harden. Hit as he throws. The ball is
almost caught by a lineman, I thought.
It looked like it was almost caught, but did anyone touch it, though? That was the thing.
It appeared Jason Miller was going to go up and one-hand it. Doesn't Jason know he's not supposed to do that?
Yeah, but that's the thing. If he's not allowed to touch the football.
Well, it hit.
Unless, it touched somebody else. Okay, not that.
Look at him. He's going to one-hand it. Oh, almost.
Second down, 15 yards to go. Harden quick out. It's complete. Running wild and going for the first down and then some is Ryan Sanchez. Sanchez gets the ball to the 37-yard line.
That was a perfect call that time.
Big
for
blitz,
that blitz. Yeah. That's the way to beat the blitz. And a good effort by Sanchez after catching the ball.
1st and 10 Cardinals trying to make the comeback here. Here is Victor sweeping wide. Haven't run many of these plays here tonight. And they get 3 yards out of this one.
No, but it's something for the Rebel defense to think about.
Absolutely.
Recall that one play to Henderson up the middle. Remember and that's late in the first half where they sent Victor in motion and everyone went that way and Henderson went right up the middle. Although I don't see Henderson out there now.
Well, he's on the sidelines. He has his helmet on, so it looks like he's ready to go in. Here's Ward, got a big hole. Ward is going. Doesn't have the speed to get it all the way, but he gets it to the 15-yard line. Big hole, though, that time for Chris Ward, by far and away his biggest carry of the night.
That's about a 45-yarder. Look at there. And unfortunately, the Rebels had the angle on him. And number 8, Donovan Franklin, ended up putting him down at the 15.
Ward carries again up the middle. Picks up 3 more, and suddenly the Cardinal offense is catching fire.
I was going to say, where were these big plays in the first half, right?
And maybe they're just getting tired of the Rebel defense.
Could be. Maybe the coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime. And
second down play. Man in motion. Harden rolls. Wants to throw in the end zone. Nobody there. Throws up a dangerous pass. It's caught by Sanchez. And that'll be a first down. Goal to go. Wow.
What a catch.
Yeah.
What concentration.
This is a kind of the throws it up for grabs type of play. And Sanchez, a good enough athlete to go up and get it. Good job that time by Ryan. First down, goal to go. Ball on the 5-yard line. Harden hands off Ward, and he's close.
No hands yet.
Not by the people who count.
No.
To the 1-yard line. Second down, goal.
Remember, this drive started on their own 24-yard line. It's only taken 2 minutes to get this far.
Greg Delaney into the ball game. Get an extra big body up there as they're going to run jumbo right, it looks like. Play clock hasn't started yet, so they got plenty of time. Now it's rolling. Harden hands off. Ward dives.
No.
Did not make it.
There goes Henderson. Bringing the big back in from the sideline.
Ayers coming into the ball game. Ward comes out. Third down and goal. Cardinals looking to get to within a couple of points here.
What do you say? Number 6 gets the call?
I would think. There he is. There he goes. And there's your touchdown. Henderson runs it in from a yard out with 35 seconds left. And now Mack with a chance to cut the lead to 2 points. And Henderson is doing push-ups.
Does he have cramps? I think he cramped up.
Yeah. But it looked for a moment there he was doing the swim, and he had a new end zone routine going.
New dance, doing the worm. What was he doing? He just
I don't know, he's just doing the cramps right there,
Yeah.
It looks like.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. Brown, at halftime, I never would have thought that MacArthur would pull this close after a quarter of football.
Crazy game, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I mean, you just never know. Soto looking to make it a 2-point ball game here. And Soto knocks it through, and the Cardinals, folks, trail by 2.
Well, we thought number 6 would get the ball, and he just goes right up the middle, a much bigger, stronger back. And he gets the Cardinals, and all of a sudden as he's hopping around with his teammates, all of a sudden he's going, oh, my leg was cramped up. I've woken up in the middle of the night doing that. Let me tell you. Why, I do not know. Touchdown, Henderson, well done, and these Cardinals are back in it. We've got a ball game.
Absolutely, and still 1 quarter and 35 seconds to go. So now they're going to bring Soto in and tell him what they want him to do with the football when he kicks it.
Well, I think the pooch worked out pretty well last time.
Henderson's the sideline. He had kind of a smile on his face here a moment ago.
Well, even though it is cool outside tonight, it is just week 3. You'll stay hydrated. You'll get it. You'll get the cramps. Now the pressure's on Richland. What will they do offensively? How will they change things up?
Well, here in
all?
the third quarter, their offense hasn't done spit. So.
No. That offensive line surge we bragged so much about in this first half.
Now they bring a Toka up here on the 20-yard line to the right side. And so Soto kicks it the other way. And there's nobody there.
It's live.
The ball is loose. It gets knocked out, so it'll be Rebel ball. But that was dangerous territory right there for the Rebels. They were just a bad hop from that being a turnover.
Oh, they were fortunate, weren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Look, it took a backspin. That's a live ball, and the ball even comes loose after it hits the ground. You can see just to the right of your screen, it squirts out of bounds.
34 seconds left, and it is the Rebels with the wind at their back here for the next 34 seconds. Do they try to take advantage of it here with a home run pass? Nope, they run up the middle. Hicks the ball carrier as he picks up roughly about 6 yards. Second down and 4 coming up, and that will be the last play of the third quarter here at Irving School Stadium. Folks, we got ourselves an exciting ball game coming up. Don't go away. Richland leading it by 2. We'll be right back.
Well, before we get started here in the fourth quarter, see if we have time for our sponsor, Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning. We appreciate the fine folks at the dry cleaning place for sponsoring the ICTN Game of the Week.
And here's Hicks on the run, picking up the first down as he had some clear running room. And they're going to spot the ball at the 36-yard line. Notice, too, at the Turner now leading Conrad 53-0. And Cedar Hill leading Skyline 30-27.
Well, that just shows you how good Skyline is. Playing well against Cedar Hill, which good team in their own.
Right, those are two very quality teams. And that's going to be off legal procedure call against the Rebels.
5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So it'll be 1st and 15. How many times has Thomas thrown it tonight anyway?
7 times.
Oh, yeah. Not many, but then again, he hasn't had to. He averaged over 20 passes a ball game the first 2 games. Handoff, Hicks up the middle, breaking 1-2 tackles, but is stopped after a pickup of 2 yards, maybe 3. Well, kind of surprising, too, what we haven't had tonight, turnover.
Right. Considering the wet ball.
Right. And we had some funky hops, too.
Yeah, we've had a couple of fumbles, but they've either gone out of bounds or been recovered by the team that fumbled it.
Right. Second down, 13 yards to go. Thomas is going to throw here. Fires long, incomplete. They tried to split the zone that time, and they were looking for a Atoka. Threw it behind him.
Well, I don't think Atoka and Thomas were on the same page, do you?
No, they weren't. I think Thomas thought he was going to zig, and instead of Atoka zagged. Third down, 13 yards to go, ball on the 33. They have to get it to the 46-yard line. Atoka comes wide this side on 3rd and long. He's looking for Atoka. Going to have to scramble the other way, take off and run. Clear running for Thomas, who gets the first down and is finally knocked out of bounds. But the Cardinals were deep in coverage, and finally Marcus Brown came from a strong safety position.
Big play for Thomas. Just the way the offensive line bunched everyone in toward the middle, that enabled Thomas to roll to the right, find plenty of running room, and pick up a first down. That was like, what, 3rd and 13 or something.
Right. Big play, needless to say. 10:22 remaining in regulation. Handoff up the middle. Hicks to the 42-yard line. And that's Clark, excuse me, my bad. Clark on the carry.
That's that fullback dive that worked so well in the first half, but here in the second half, MacArthur has done a really good job bottling him up, keeping the big plays to a minimum.
Clock moving here in the 4th quarter. Richland by 2. Rebs hand the ball off. Hicks spins after getting hit. Brown drags him down at the 40-yard line, a pickup of 2 yards. Another 3rd down play coming up here. It's 4-down territory right now anyway, probably.
Yeah, I was just trying to debate that in my head, thinking, well, you've got the lead. Do you try to, pin them back or give them a shorter field to work with?
Well, we'll see what happens here. I formation, pitch back. Here comes Hicks, student body left. And, well, the point is moot. He runs for a first down. It's not made by Newman, but Hicks was able to turn that corner, and he gets a first down.
Man, just barely. You watch it here again, it's just their little quick pitch, and he gets a good block around the outside corner that time by Edward McDougald. And it was because of that block, really, that enabled him to get those 3 yards he needed for the first down.
Ball on the 35-yard line. The tight end, McDougald, to the right side, and there's a flag that's going to go down. He had too many people in motion, apparently.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Richmond's had quite a few penalties here tonight. First down, 15 yards to go.
9th penalty for 75 yards.
Rebs leading by 2. Looking to extend that lead here somehow. Atoka to the near side. Here comes Hicks up the middle. Delaney throws him down, but not before Hicks picks up a couple.
26 rushes for Hicks, 125 yards.
Yeah, Hicks came into this ball game having carried the ball 23 times, so.
Pretty much his average, isn't it?
Well, no.
Oh,
I mean, he
that was
averaged
total.
11, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he's double that tonight. And then some. Everybody looking to the side. They have 9 seconds. They're going to have to call a timeout because they're not going to get this play off.
Yep, he's going to let it roll. Something new this year, and that's they're doing like the colleges, and as soon as the play is over, they start the 40-second clock, except after timeouts. Well, let's talk about our question of the week in district play on ICTN.
Okay.
Which local school will earn a spot in the playoffs? Cast your vote on Facebook, facebook.com/the City of Irving. Our question of the week, we'll have the results next week on ICTN on our game of the week. Let you know what the pulse of the city, what everyone feels that they think will be the local school. Hey, it could be 2 for all you know. Who knows?
Or 3.
Could be 3.
Not going to bet on that one, but.
So we're going to have a 2nd and 13. So for Richland, it's like you don't have to get it all at once. You can take it in chunks, and if you do get inside the 30, then I would say that's a fourth down go for sure. If you're MacArthur right now, you're saying, we haven't had that turnover yet. This would be a dandy time to get one of those.
I assume they would like that, yes. Second down and a dozen. Here's Hicks, turns it up, has a nice little crease, juking his way for a first down to the 25-yard line.
Man, what a nice little run that was.
C.J. Hicks having a big night here tonight for the Rebels. Nope, came up short. They marked him down short down to 26. It'll be third down and 1 for Richland. You see the time, 7:44. They have Thomas run up the middle, and he bulls his way for the first down.
Tough guy to stop.
Yep.
Now it's time to watch the clock a little bit.
Thomas with the play action, looks, fires to the near side, incomplete, dangerous pass to throw. Little pushing going on there between Pendleton and Haygood.
Actually, he had two guys going out on the near side over here, and both were covered quite well.
You see Haygood there putting his hands up saying, nope, don't want no trouble. Don't want no penalty. Keep your flag in your pants.
Nothing to see here. Go on, move on. Well, it stops the clock. I mean, MacArthur does have all three of their timeouts left, but that's still a long way to go.
Second and 10. Thomas, draw play. Up the middle. Clark gets it to the 15-yard line, where it'll bring up third down and 2. Up 16-yard line. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Yeah, most definitely a two-play right here.
Oh, yeah. Of course, the field goal, too, if they kick it, would force the Cardinals to have to go get a touchdown. Thomas pitches back. Hicks sweeping wide, tries to turn it, does not get the first down. It'll be fourth down here.
Wouldn't surprise.
And let's see what Coach Cates calls here.
I bet he lets the clock run down and then maybe tries to call a play.
He's sending in Zellner.
Well, Jeff Kincaid, the DB, made a great play there.
No, he's not sending in Zellner.
No, they're going to go for it.
Maybe.
I think they will.
15, 14.
Let's see if they try to get him to jump off sides.
Well, there's that too. Big play here on fourth down. Play action. Firing for the end zone. Has a man. Touchdown. Atoka. Adrian Atoka with his second touchdown of the night.
Ran one back, and this time he's on the receiving end of an 18-yard touchdown pass from Thomas. And boy, he just ran a post, and Thomas hit him right on the numbers.
And punching it through is Zellner.
Well, it starts with the offensive line, giving him time. He waits, and then throws a strike in the end zone. That drive was a 15-play drive. As you take a look at it again, ground level. Richland started on their own 24-yard line, a 76-yard drive in 15 plays.
Picture perfect pass that time too. Brown is a little hobbled right now as he gets up.
Well, it gives Richland a 9-point lead, so it's a two-possession game for MacArthur. Defense played really well up to that last play.
watching Henderson run on the sidelines. He's kind of still trying to stretch out his leg. So I don't know whether he's going to come in there or not. No, he wants to. I mean, who doesn't want to play in a tight game like this? How big of an extra point was that, too, though?
Yeah.
Now that makes it a two-score game for MacArthur, and one of them has to be a touchdown. So Webster goes back deep to receive along with Victor. Sanchez is the up man this time in the middle at the 20-yard line. They pooch it to the near side. And catching it and going out of bounds immediately that time was Pollard. And so the Cardinals will have pretty good field position at the 31-yard line. Still a light mist coming down. Been that way since, I guess, midway through the first quarter. So let's see what Harden does here. He's in the backfield by himself. Now they pitch back, and running the end around is Webster, and Webster cutting up, gets across the 50-yard line, and a nice run by Mikhail Webster. I believe that's his first rush of the year.
This is first rush of the night, that's for sure. That's a quick toss and
picks his way through the holes very nicely.
Yep, Rebels doing some arm tackling and not very well.
They run up the middle, breaking it outside is Ward. Ward cuts it across at the 40 to the 35 to the 34-yard line, and another first down for Mac with 5:33 left. Cardinals showing some urgency here. Remember, they got to score 2 times. Harden rolling out, looking to fire. He does, man open, caught short of the first down. But Webster on the receiving end, I think that's his first reception, isn't it? Second, okay. So that's a 9-yard pickup. Second down and 1. An important thing, too, is he gets out of bounds. Cardinals have to save as much time as they can here. Webster and Sanchez in a stack formation to the near side. Instead, they hand off up the middle. And Ward is close to a first down. I don't think he has it.
Yeah, I think he's a yard shy.
It's 3rd and 1 now. Harden looks it over. Victor in motion. Ward up the middle, big hole, and he's going to go. He got by the initial linebacker, and then it was adios. It's a 25-yard touchdown run, and the Cardinals have made it to within 3 and a chance to make it a 2-point ball game. This has been a wild game.
Hasn't it? It only has to follow the first 2 weeks in ICTN, which has been just as competitive.
Soto to try the extra point. It just does get across. So now the Cardinals trailing by 2 once again.
Ward right up the middle, untouched. You know, you look back and say, my goodness, you know, as a casual fan, you're like, how come they couldn't do this in the first half? You know, you never know what they do to change things.
Right.
Both on defense, you know, for the opposition and MacArthur. But Mr. Ward goes right up the pipe, and he's close to 100 yards.
That's right. Can all be, it's about schemes and stuff like that of how you how you line them up and how you move players around.
Man, there is so much time left in this game.
Oh, yeah. No time to head for the cars. And, although there are some cars leaving, by the way. Was ist los? St. Louis Cardinals used to have a player by the name of Bob DeLeva, whose nickname, of course, was Ock. True. I kid you none.
That was probably way before the Chris Berman days, huh?
Oh, way before Chris Berman.
See, they were ahead of their time.
No, Berman was still in junior high when that guy was playing. I absolutely promise you. I know Chris is my age. I was in junior high. But I'm a geezer too. All right, Soto will have the wind at his back here. I don't know whether he's going to try to kick long or not. He's going to have someone hold the ball. Now they split everybody around. Soto pooches it to the near side. They call a fair catch. Smart play. And running up to make the catch that time was number 20, Stephon Jackson.
So pretty close.
Ball at the 34-yard line.
4:49 to go. And if you're Richland, you're like, you just want to play ball control. You want to keep the ball away from MacArthur and eat up as much time on the clock as you can.
Right, you want a good 3 first downs here.
But you know, they haven't had that kind of drive in the second half.
Well, the last one they did, didn't they?
Yeah, the last one. The last one was. It was a 15-yard, 6-minute drive. That was the one drive in the second half that they've had where they used a lot of time off the clock.
There's a 4-yard pickup to start things off here as Stephon Jackson into the ball game, a tailback here. I don't know if Hicks is just tired or cramped or something. He's on the sidelines. Jackson is in. 2nd down, 6.
Maybe they want to go to a more power football game and run between the tackles.
They're kind of lined up like that.
One of the few teams, Lance, that actually has a fullback on their offensive unit.
Thomas, hands off. Here's Jackson again. Oh, didn't he get some great blocks? Boy, they set up that wall nicely, and Thomas read it perfectly. Gets the first down.
Watch right there. It looked like it was slated to go up the middle, and he just veered off to the left.
And more important, he stayed in bounds, and the clock is still moving as he reaches midfield. Remember, neither team has turned the ball over in this ball game. Cardinals need one right now. Thomas looks it over, trying to eat up that clock. Snaps it with 6 seconds left on the play clock. Jackson falls forward for 1 yard.
He might have tripped over one of his own players.
Yeah.
I think the right tackle was trying to spin around one of the Cardinals, and he hit his leg and fell down. But Richland trying to use the clock to their advantage.
Absolutely. They're taking their sweet time about it. 10 on the play clock. Good job. Thomas again to Jackson, right up the middle. Picks up a yard, maybe 2.
Michael Langford, number 52, has played strong these last 2 plays.
And the Cardinals want a timeout here as we're going to have 3rd down and 9.
Big play coming up.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining here in the 4th quarter. MacArthur trailing by 2. Remember, they trailed 17-0 at one point, and they've come back from this deficit.
In 2 weeks on ICTN, District Showdown, R.L. Turner, the Lions come a-calling.
Are the Lions for real?
Are they for real? We'll find out. Homecoming for the Nimitz Vikings. We will see those R.L. Turner Lions, 3 times this year?
Right, they will, and there'll be homecoming games for all 3 teams. You like to win your homecoming games.
That's the goal.
So that's why you schedule R.L. Turner to be your homecoming opponent if they're on your schedule at home. But that may be a different R.L. Turner team you thought you were going to play.
Hicks back in.
3rd down and 9 yards to go. Thomas wants to throw. He does. He has his man open. He's going to be not even close to a first down. And it'll bring up 4th down, and I would suspect they would punt the football. Atoka was on the receiving end of that. So it'll be 4th down, around 4 yards to go.
And again, don't forget, it's the quarterback that does the punting for Richland.
So he could easily take off, too, although I don't know whether they're showing signs they want to punt or not. I would think that would be the play here.
Well, listen, you can run that clock all the way down to under 2 minutes.
Right. Well, they're under 2 minutes now, so they got another 10 seconds to decide what to do. Thomas says, let's go. Apparently going to go for it, or he's dropping back. Nope, he's going to quick kick it. Good play. Smart play. Uh-oh, did he touch the football? The ball is loose, and the Cardinals got it. Whoa. That could have been ball game right there. All right, so the Cardinals have the game in their own hands right now. They trail by 2 points. 1 minute, 38 seconds left. A field goal would win it. They have the wind at their backs. They will start off from their own 27-yard line.
Oh, what a fun game.
It has been. Ward is going to stay in at tailback. There'll be 2 players back with him. Harden, now they send one in motion. Here's the handoff. Ward coming to this side. Breaks one tackle. It keeps going. Is brought down at about the 37-yard line.
Well, I thought he was going to break that.
Came close. 1:24 left. A pickup of 9, 2nd down and 1 though. Here's a handoff to Ward again up the middle. He'll be close to a first down. He's going to get it. They'll stop the clock right now to move the chains. Now the Cardinals, do they clock it? Do they try to get a play off real quick? Let's see what they try to do here. Clock is back in motion right now. Harden is ready. 1:05 left, 1st and 10. Ball is at the 39-yard line. Harden wants to throw, fires to Webster. It's incomplete. Webster was held up and got knocked off of his route that time. Good job by LaDarrell Bryant. 2nd down and 10. The clock is stopped with 56 seconds remaining in the football game. Harden fires long, looking for his man. It's overthrown. Intended for Hodges. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Well, he was given the time.
So everybody gets back to their positions now. We had to wait for Hodges, who was deep downfield. They move Victor into the slot at the top of your screen. Here's Kane looking to throw, fires over the middle. It's complete, 1st down. Victor on the receiving end of that. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. 50 seconds left. The ball is at the 44-yard line. as you'll watch it one more time here. Guards are ready, clock moving. Here they go. Kane is sprinting out, looking, fires. Nice catch by Webster as he picks up 8 yards to the 36-yard line. It stops the clock with 42 seconds left. Second down, 2 yards to go. I would think the Cardinals would have to get close to the 10-yard line to have a realistic shot to win the game with a field goal. Kane to throw. With time, fires over the middle. Webster is open. Just overthrows him by 2 steps. Webster was out there, but Kane overthrew him.
Yes, he did. He had separation. Watch it again on the replay. Right toward the end here. Watch him just stretch out to try to bring that one in.
Third down, 2 yards to go. 35 seconds remaining in the ball game. Victor in motion. Here's Ward up the middle, has the first down to the 31-yard line. They'll stop the clock to move the chains, and Cardinals may call a timeout anyway. They are going to call a timeout. All right, 31-yard line. I would think they'd need another 20 yards to get themselves in field goal range. Yeah, whoa. This is a good football game.
This is just continuing our down to the wire games we've had so far this year.
Yeah, this is a dandy. There's no question about that.
Started off with Nimitz. Last week, Irving brought it down to the wire, and now here are the Cardinals, who have basically trailed the entire ball game and are just 31 yards shy of pulling out a victory.
First down, 10 yards to go. The ball is on the 31-yard line. 28.3 seconds left. Hardman steps up, fires long, looking for the end zone, and the ball is caught. Touchdown! How did he get it? How in the world did he get it? It looked like he was going to have it stripped away. Wow. How did Victor get that football?
Well, credit separation, first of all, because when they went deep that time, when Harden went out deep, went back to make that pass, and when he left it go, Victor did a really great job of separation in the end zone. Let's watch it again. Watch it in the end zone. First of all, look really calm, steps up in the pocket, launches it right there. He comes up with the separation. Great concentration.
Boy.
And these Cardinals have come back with a miracle comeback.
And what was that distance?
31 yards.
Yeah, 31 yards.
Incredible.
Boy, MacArthur has trailed throughout the entire ball game until here with 20 seconds left. Talk about putting the leche on the porche. What a drive, but the game ain't over yet. Look, hey.
No.
They will go for the 2-point conversion here. That would make it a 6-point lead for the Cardinals. High snap. And not going for the 2 points, which is unsuccessful. So Victor tried to run it in, but they stopped him. No matter, though. It's a 4-point ball game. It's going to take a touchdown, and a touchdown could have beat him anyway. Let's watch the two-point conversion one more time as Victor tries to turn it back, but a very nice defensive play was made that time by Jordan Wiley. So the Cardinals with a chance to pull out their first victory of the year, and Richland with right now at least, another tough defeat. And of course they go into district play in a couple weeks in an extremely tough district. So Atoka goes back. Forget it, Adrian, you ain't going to get the football. The Cardinals are going to squib this and force Richland to bring it downfield. All right, here we go with Soto's kickoff. Let's see where they decide to kick it. Now they turn Atoka over to the near side here at the 25-yard line. And they kick away from him. They kick deep. It's going to go into the end zone for the touchback, so the clock never started. And now they'll get the ball at the 25-yard line. And remember, they're going into a very stiff wind here tonight, so let's see what kind of gadget plays they got come up, because they got a long way to go in a short time to get there, and they need a touchdown too. Field goal's no good. Watch Atoka over here, number 22. The Cardinals are going to be in a prevent defense. Well, they got a four-man front though. But they're going to be looking at 22 here. They fire underneath, incomplete. Second down here from the 25-yard line, 17 seconds left. Cardinals looking for their first victory of the year. Thomas going to throw the screen to Atoka here to the near side, catches it at the 25 to the 40. Cardinals want to keep him in bounds, and Atoka finally gets out of bounds at the 36-yard line. So that's a first down. Thomas, 6 out of 13 passing here tonight. Fakes, has time, runs away, fires it, and dropped by Hicks with 1 second left. So barring penalty, this should be the last play of the game. Cardinal defenders are being just told to go back as deep as they can right now and not even worry about anything underneath. Clank. Cardinal players are lined up now at their 33-yard line. Thomas whirls, fires the prayer. It's incomplete, and that is your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The MacArthur Cardinals have pulled off a wonderful comeback here tonight, defeating the Richland Rebels by a score of 34-30. Wow, what an exciting game. We'll be right back right after this. Well, what makes high school football the game that it is? Stuff like here tonight. Oh, man, what a wild football game. Cardinals winning it 34-30 here at Irving School Stadium. The play of the game will, It was the Cardinals coming down with their last drive. Kane winds up, throws, end zone. Victor, touchdown. Another angle. Here's Harden winding up, throwing. And what a great catch that. Great concentration by Victor. And the Cardinals win this by a score of 34-30. Yipes. What a good game that was, huh? And now let's go down to the field right now where Rob Willman has head coach Brian Basil. Rob?
Well, Coach, what a way to get your first win for the year.
Yeah, I told those guys afterwards that our motto this year and our slogan is believe, and we kept believing. And, I think our kids learned a lot about what they mean to each other. I think they learned a lot about themselves. We've been down in a couple games before and kept fighting back and never really quite pulled it out. And I was real proud of our guys for getting down that way and coming back and pulling it out. Had some guys make some great plays there in the end, offense, defense, and special teams.
The $100 question is what happened between the first half and the second half?
Well, offensively, we were able to incorporate some of our motions, and obviously we were able to kind of get them where they're getting some linebackers going with that motion out of the box, and that opened up our run game. We settled in, and it's a four-quarter game. I mean, sometimes it's just a matter of getting settled in and getting game speed. Defensively, we ran to the ball and tackled much better in the second half.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. They seemed like the interior line really handled you in the first half. In the second half, they weren't picking up those big plays.
Well, we tell our guys all the time, this game was won not by what we did tonight, not by what we did this week, but what we did in off season since December, what we did in the summer, and those guys committing and training hard, practice hard every day. And we tell them it's a four-quarter ball game. And I think that we were just fresher in the second half. We didn't make any adjustments defensively. We just figured out what was working as far as front-wise and, ran to the ball better. And I think we were just our level of conditioning and what we do in the weight room and just what our kids commit to during practice every day, that was the difference.
And finally, what does this mean to your guys heading into district play?
Well, it's great heading into bye week. It's always good to go into bye week with a win, and have some confidence, have something to build on. We still got a lot of things to improve upon and get better, but that's just the nature of the season. You got to get better each week. But I'm just real proud. I think we found out a lot of intangibles a lot about our guys tonight.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, Coach Brian Basil, what a game. MacArthur wins it there at the end. Let's take it back up to Lance.
All right, thank you very much, Rob. Some people were kind of excited, weren't they? Yeah, you can't blame them. Wow, what an exciting ball game that was. I'll tell you what, let's take a look at the half. Remember, Richland went out to a 17-0 lead at halftime, and in the second half, Cardinals come back, and here's the play that got it triggered. Henderson running right up the middle, goes 83 yards for the score, and that made it a 10-point ball game. But then it was bada bing, bada boom, right back at you. The Cardinals have the kickoff, and it is Adrian Atoka who picks it up, comes up the middle, looks around once, twice, boom, breaks away from the kicker there. And then it's on delay, 85 yards, and it looks like, well, the Cardinals are back in deep doo-doo, but then the Cardinals just did not give up tonight. Here they had Hodges, came to Hodges here. This is 41 yards, made it 23-14. And then the Cardinals come back. Henderson runs it in from a yard out on a third down play, made it a 2-point ball game. But then it's Richland that looks like they're going to control the ball game and win it right here with a pass over the middle. Great catch to Atoka, and that made it a 9-point lead, 30-21. But the Cardinals come back again. Here's Ward up the middle, breaking at 25 yards for the score. That makes it a 30-28 ball game. And as we've seen already, the Cardinals winning it on the final drive right here as Harden throws long for Victor. Touchdown! Cardinals win this ball game 34-30. Let's take a look at the statistics of this ball game. It was a wild one, very close in terms of first downs. Cardinals had the big advantage in the passing. The rushing, the advantage, of course, goes to Richland. The total yards not a big deal. And look at this tonight. Despite the rain and everything and the nasty conditions, no turnovers. Richland was hurt by a few of their penalties, but that wasn't the difference in the ball game. The Cardinals simply made the plays when they had to late in the ball game, and they come away with their first victory of the night as they head into the bye week, and Richland now at 0-3, and 2 of those losses are tough losses. Well, it's time for me to try to catch my breath because this was a wild football game. Sure hope you enjoyed it. For my broadcast partner, Rob Willman, and our entire crew, led by our producer and director, Scott Snyder, my name's Lance Brown. I thank you so much for watching, and good night from Irving School Stadium.
Irving Game of the Week has been brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning,